Dear children, today we begin speech, direct and indirect speech. You know, there are two ways of reporting the words of a speaker, direct speech and indirect speech. Look at the sentence. Rohan asked Raju, "Have you done your English paper?" In this sentence, we have one of the way in which we report other people's words. Here, the words spoken are reported exactly as they were spoken, and question marks enclose the words. This form of reporting is called direct speech. Now, look at this next sentence in which we have another way of reporting the same conversation. Rohan asked Raju how he had done his English paper. Here, what is said is reported not exactly as it was spoken, but with some changes in grammatical construction. The changes are made in the verb, pronoun, etc., and are made from the point of view of the person reporting and the time and place of reporting. This form of reporting is called indirect speech or reported speech. Let us learn some points about direct speech. The actual words of the speaker are put within inverted comma. Second, the first word of the reported speech begins with a capital letter. A comma is placed after the reporting verb said, said to separate it from the reported speech. For indirect speech, the reported words are not placed within inverted commas. In the other words, the inverted commas are not used in the indirect speech. Second, no comma is used after the reporting verb. Next, the tense of the reporting verb remains unchanged. Means said, said to remains unchanged. If the reported speech is an assertive sentence, reporting verb said, said to changes into said, told. If the reported speech is an interrogative sentence, reporting verb said, said to is changed to asked, inquired. If the reported speech is an imperative sentence, reporting verb said, said to is changed to ordered, advised, requested, told, according to the sense of the reported speech. If the reported speech is an exclamatory sentence, the reporting verb said is changes to exclaimed with wonder, sorrow, joy, according to the sense of the reported speech. The comma before the reported speech is removed. It is often replaced by a suitable conjunction. We use that. Next, the tense of the reported speech is changed with regard to the tense of the reporting verb and the nature of the reported speech. Rules for change of direct speech into indirect speech. If the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the tense of the verb in the direct speech is not changed. Let us understand with the help of an example. The stranger says, "I am hungry." Says is a reporting verb here. I am hungry is a reported speech. Says is a reporting verb which is in present tense. So the tense of the verb in the direct speech is not changed. So the sentence in indirect speech is the stranger says that he is hungry. Next, she will say, "I have lived here for many years." Will say. Will say means the reporting verb is in future tense. So the tense of the verb in the direct speech is not changed. So the sentence in indirect speech is, she will say that She has lived here for many years. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the following rules are observed in changing direct speech into indirect. The simple present becomes a simple past. Let us understand with the help of an example. She said, I am busy. Said is a reporting verb which is in past tense. And I am busy is a reported speech which is in simple present tense. So while changing into indirect, we use simple past. So the sentence in indirect speech is she said that she was busy. Next rule, the present continuous becomes past continuous. As we know the rule or a verb agreement for present continuous and past continuous. For present continuous, subject plus is mr plus v1 ing form plus object. In past continuous, was verb plus v1 ing form, verb agreement. He said, my father is writing letters. Said is a reporting verb here. My father is writing letters, reported speech, which is in present continuous. So while changing it into indirect, we use past continuous. So the sentence in indirect speech is he said that his father was writing letters. The present perfect becomes past perfect. As we know, in the direct speech, after the reporting verb said, we place comma and the reported speech is in inverted comma, and the first word of the reported speech begins with a capital letter. But in indirect, there is no comma, means no comma is used after the reporting verb, and the reported words are not placed within inverted commas. So in this sentence, they said, we have done our duty, which is a direct speech. Said is a reporting verb here, and they is a subject of a reporting verb. And we have done our duty is a reported speech which is in present perfect. How we identify? You see here, have done. Have done is a third form of verb which is in present perfect. So while changing it into indirect, we use past perfect, and thus pronoun of the first person in the reported speech means this we is changed into those of the same person as that of the subject of the reporting verb. So the sentence is in indirect speech is they said that they had done their duty. Next, the present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. As we know the verb agreement of present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous, present perfect continuous is has, have plus been plus v1 ing form. Past perfect continuous is had plus been plus v1 ing form. For example, Rohan said Shilpa has been playing since morning. Said is a reporting verb here. Shilpa has been playing since morning is a reported speech which is in present perfect continuous. While changing it into indirect, we use past perfect continuous. So Rohan said that Shilpa had been playing since morning. The simple past is often but not always changed to the past perfect. Means the simple past is changed into past perfect. For example, Sonu said, I drank coffee after the meal. Said is a reporting verb here. I drank coffee after the meal is a reported speech. I is a subject here, Drank is a second form of verb, means this particular sentence is in simple past. So while changing it into indirect, we use past perfect. So the sentence in indirect, Sonu said that he had drunk coffee after the meal. The past continuous is changed into the past perfect continuous. Verb agreement for past continuous and the past perfect continuous is for past continuous was verb plus V1 ing form, and for past perfect continuous is had plus been plus V1 ing form. For example, Reena said Meena was reading a story. Said is a reporting verb here. Meena was reading a story is a reported speech which is in past continuous. While changing it into indirect, we use past perfect continuous. So the sentence in past perfect continuous we use had been plus V1 ing form. While changing it into indirect speech, the sentence is Reena said that Meena had been reading a story. And the past perfect and the past perfect continuous tense do not change. Will is changed into would. Rohan said Naveen will sing a song. Said is a reporting verb. Naveen will sing a song is a reported speech in which will is changed into would. So the sentence in indirect speech is Rohan said that Naveen would sing a song. Shall is changed into should or would. So they said we shall play the match. They said is a reporting verb here. We shall play the match is a reported speech. Shall, which is in reported speech, is changed into should while changing it into indirect speech. So the sentence is in they said that they should play the match. Can is changed into could. Sonali said Sarita can drive. Sonali said that Sarita could drive. May is changed into might. Sujata said Sonia may not join the club. Sujata said that Sonia might not join the club.